Hey boys and girls, welcome to Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm going to bring the boys in. Just move this camera a little bit. Okay. Whoa! Okay. Okay. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the arcade in this game. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the crew. So just bear with me while I do that. Okay. Join.
Oh, why she resurrected her family?
Alright, there you go, guys. Got the crew now in on the on the chat. We got Speed King 125, we got Magin CCB, we got Joe Show YUT, and we got MLA Gamer 4K.
Hey, what's up?
I don't think
The
one.
I am the one.
The two. First.
I am the one, man. I am the one.
I said it first, buddy. Too late, buddy.
Okay.
The two. You could be number 2, Milo.
I am the two. I am the two. I am.
Oh, God.
Okay, so guys, this is the arcade in Pirate Yakuza Hawaii. So as you can see, there's a set of arcade games. There's
I am the one.
SpikeOut.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
You got Fighting Vipers 2.
Destroyed her whole family.
You got Ocean Hunter. And you've got Daytona 2 Power Edition, Daytona 2
I'm gonna check real quick.
Battle on the Edge, and then you've got Virtua Fighter 3 and then Virtua Fighter 3 TB. So I'm going to go for Virtua Fighter 3 TB because I was playing this with the guys
Fighting Vipers 2.
and I'll play Fighting Vipers 2 after this. But this is Virtua Fighter 3 and
Yeah. I never played Fighting Vipers 2, but I fucking love Fighting Vipers 1.
you'll love Fighting Vipers 2. Fighting Vipers 2 is everything that was great about the first game times 2. Or times 10, I should say. It's brilliant. I love it. I love Fighting Vipers 2. When you burst them out of the stages in Fighting Vipers 2, it's fantastic.
And I know for a fact my boy Mahler is in Fighting Vipers 2, so that's a plus.
Yeah. See, I think the graphics on this game, on Virtua Fighter 3, have aged really, really well. Yeah, it looks 90s, but when this game came out in the arcade and when it came out on the Dreamcast, you'd never seen graphics like this. I mean, it was just a step above.
Line to us.
Say that again?
Top of the line graphics to us back then.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You remember Virtua Fighter 3 coming out, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
It was groundbreaking. It really was. Sega really pushed the envelope with these graphics.
I hope the new Virtua Fighter game actually puts in the new moveset, but puts in the character that got cut from the first game, but they included in Fighters Mega Mix. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I would like that.
The Arabian character. I forget his name.
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
Because they do need a bigger roster to appeal to like a larger demographic.
Yeah, I agree.
I hope Sega doesn't mess up though. That's the.
Virtua Fighter 3 TB.
I'll be fine. I got Yakuza.
Okay, I'm going to go for Sarah. I'm going to go
That's
for...
the thing.
What I was talking about a few days ago is like
Jackie.
fucking both SNK and Sega are in the same boat with both of their series, and like SNK has been fucking this up recently, so it's good that they got Saudi money to fucking accommodate for their huge fucking...
But Sega has an advantage that SNK does not with Virtua Fighter, and that is there's barely any 3D fighters out, and people want to have literally anything else than Tekken to play.
How you doing, Retro? Big up, bro. How you doing?
There's so many people who are playing Tekken because it's the only 3D fighter, and that's the only reason they're playing it.
Fight 2, ready, go!
Yeah,
Like-
so I gotta hope they don't fuck it up.
Yeah, I hope they don't fuck it up, but I will say their chances are higher than SNK, if I'm being...
Oh, good, thanks. Good to see you, Retro.
They seriously need to get with the times. They need to have a bigger roster. They need to have story
Yeah.
mode. They need to
Fight 3,
have a lot
Yeah.
of shit.
go!
They definitely can't get away with doing the same crap they've been doing for the
They,
past 15 years.
during the Sega Direct, when they did like had like this short video about Wolf, they did mention that there's going to be a bunch of story about this character and all the other characters in the game, unlike other iterations. And I was like,
chat.
good,
Go!
good.
In the chat.
But yeah, they need to bring back every character from the franchise, which aren't many of them, and have some new ones.
A ton of new ones.
Also, up in that promotion would be good too. Their promotion sucks.
Yeah.
Sega need to definitely do something with that. But
Ready, go!
like for example, this game here, what blows my mind about Sega is they're sitting on all these classic games that they could just bring out in collections, like the Sega 3D collection that I had on the 3DS, which had Power Drift and stuff. Why don't they release something like that on the
because they
PlayStation?
only know how to release Mega Drive games, and only the same Mega Drive games.
But that 3D collection on the 3DS, which has got Power Drift and all that.
I'm just saying, like, it's 90% of the time, it's always a fucking Mega Drive collection / Genesis collection, and it's the same games in every collection with like one or two swapped out.
True.
It's annoying. I feel like I bought the same
Damn.
collection 5 times.
Didn't they have a collection on the PlayStation Store, though?
What's that
I
again?
definitely get what you're saying. I would definitely like a new collection game. It's just they're
Didn't
scared
they
of the
have
game
a collection in the PlayStation Store? Like a Sega
Yeah,
collection?
the only
Space
collection they have
Harrier
is
and
the
all that.
Genesis, the Sega Mega Drive collection.
Yeah,
They
it's got
even-
Space Harrier and all that.
They literally have something called like the Virtua Fighter Legacy Project. If they want to promote Virtua Fighter, why the fuck have they not re-released all the older games to like newer systems?
Yeah.
Virtua Fighter 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't need to re-release 5. We already have 5, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
That should have been their first project. Besides,
they should have done that
the
a
latest.
bit beforehand, actually. They should already be out like years ago when they started working on it. Like, they should have re-released these, and like, say, a couple of months after having released the last one of those games, that's when the announcement that we're working on a new Virtua Fighter should have been. Like, that's how they should have done it for marketing.
Yeah, it would have been a better idea to make Ultimate Showdown and then not make Revo and then fucking actually make the other 4 games get re-released on new consoles, and then you would have had all 5 of them all re-released on new shit. And then come out with Virtua Fighter
just have
Touchdown.
Ultimate Showdown be multi-platform, and like this shit they did with Revo now, just have that be a fucking update for all the systems. That's what they should have done with VIA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh! Sarah's grab. Elbow him in the face.
It really sucks that Fatal Fury's taking such a huge blow right now.
Well,
Yeah.
I played it last night, and before I went to bed, I gotta say, I fucking love that game. I know it doesn't make any difference
I
because
do
it's good and
too.
bad, but I love the game. I love the game
I
so
played
much.
the game recently as well. Like,
Yeah, so do I. I've been working hard on that game, fucking literally playing the shit out of it.
With the exception of like KOF only bros, like I hear nothing but good things about that game, and I never
Same
hear
here.
anybody say anything bad about it.
It's brilliant.
The only
It's a
people
brilliant game.
are people like crying like, "Where's Iori? Why doesn't this play like KOF?" You know, motherfuckers that never knew like other SNK games even existed, basically.
Typical bitchin'.
What the issue
Internet
is
culture,
is
yes,
that
absolutely. Joe?
What the two issues is with that game right now is, one, the rank match is broken, so nobody can play rank match.
The marketing was way too high of a budget.
So, but it doesn't matter to them. They can blow all the money they want. They got money to blow now, so even if
but
shit
in
ends
terms
up
of
really,
actually turning a profit, I mean.
they don't need to turn a profit. They have Saudi Arabian money. It doesn't matter anymore. It's not like they were back then. That just
I know,
it doesn't
but like
affect
he
them.
might be like, and a lot of people being doom and gloom of the timing of that and the CEO for SNK stepping down.
I do know what Jeff means, though, because they've got Saudi Arabia money, they don't need to make a return on their investment. In other words, the people who invested into the development of that game don't need to see a return on it because they don't need it. So, in that case...
Honestly,
actually,
big picture, I don't even think the Saudi money given to them had anything to do with making money back. I think it was a bigger piece in the plan of making, the whole, like, esports capital of the world thing that they've been talking about forever. And if they have their own owned game, that puts up a big prize pool that helps further that goal.
What was
Their
the
whole
price?
thing is they just want to help SNK. That's their whole thing. They're not looking for shit in return. Literally just about helping SNK.
But like what I just mentioned does not affect SNK at all, right? Like, because even before this, they tried to get like Street Fighter in on this. They tried to get like all kinds of shit in on this. The whole like esports capital of the world, and yeah, Fatal Fury would. I feel like that's like having their own game on top of that would like be a good step in that direction in their plans to make the esports capital of the world. Basically, that's what I feel. It makes sense to me, at least.
So here's the thing that's happening with the game. Unfortunately, even though nobody's really talking shit about it, that's not the real issue. The real issue is that the game has sold under 500,000 copies worldwide.
And
it's barely selling.
Yeah.
And it only sold 3,000 copies. It only sold 3,000 copies in America, I think, or something like that.
It's really bad. So what happened was 500,000 worldwide, and then this doesn't really apply to like the rest of the world, but at least in Japan, we really care about physical sales. Like that's always a thing that always that's always brought up. So physical sales, they went and compared it. The worst selling game of like basically this generation was Dead or Alive 6. And to tell you the big difference, Dead or Alive 6 physical sales, at least in Japan only, was 200,000. While the physical sales for Fatal Fury in Japan is 4,000.
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
Wow.
What's so fucking stupid is, like, the further we go into the years, the less people buy physical copies, period. So that metric doesn't even make any sense. Like,
that's what I was saying. This doesn't... Yeah, that doesn't apply to the rest of the world. That only applies to Japan, because Japan really cares about physical copies. So it's always brought up whenever they talk about sales for any type of fighting game.
I don't even think I've seen a physical copy.
That's just counting Japan. All of Asia, it's only been 9,000 altogether. 9,000 copies altogether, and only 4,000 for Japan. Which is it's fucking abysmal. It's abysmal. It's like the worst selling fighting game of this generation.
I just feel like,
and just to put it on home, right, is like DOA 6's whole lifespan, so pretty much 2019 to 2022.
Yeah.
It has sold over 3 million worldwide. And then I know that's its whole life cycle, but
yeah, it is.
I'm pretty sure that like if Fatal Fury keeps moving in this way, it's not even going to reach that much. And within the first couple of months of Dead or Alive 6 being out, that sold already over 1 million. Where right now we're in the first couple of months of Fatal Fury being out, and
Well,
yeah, hasn't even got half yet.
I will say, gamers as a whole, and
more or less,
a lot of
said you
industries
join
has,
us into
for
the
some reason,
conversation.
called this out. They're
Thank
like,
you,
y'all
Wallace.
motherfuckers never buy games at full price anymore. Y'all always wait for a discount. So I guess we hope that number shoots up the first time it gets a discount. I don't know, like... Because there's a lot of people like, oh yeah, that game looks great, I'll wait for a discount.
Well, that's one of the main problems with the gaming industry in the first place.
Yeah.
Because you want to keep bringing out all these new games, and you want to jack up all the damn prices, and then you're going to make it impossible for people to make any investment on any game because you're trying to jack up the price at the top of its
Thank you very much.
release, its peak. When it's at its peak, you don't want it to be super gigantic.
Nah, but like motherfuckers were like this even when every game was 60.
They don't care. They don't think like that.
People still waited until it would drop to like 30 to 40.
Out of what we invested, and that's why they'll never. That's why the gaming industry is going to fail, because people don't want to invest in something that.
I don't think the gaming industry will fail. It'll adapt. I think it'll adapt.
It depends. It just really depends, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, Majin has a point on that. When people were still complaining about games being too high, even when they were $60.
Yeah.
Oh, that's always,
like
that's
even
always
then,
good.
people were just waiting for discounts for everything. You're getting this game or what? No, I'm waiting a discount. That'll take 2 years. Yeah, I'll grab it in 2 years. You're getting new Mortal Kombat? No, I'm waiting for Mortal Kombat Definitive Edition.
The way this
Like,
generation
that kind of shit.
Out,
Yeah.
Like,
While I don't complain, I usually, I'm not the type of person to complain about prices of games. I kind of just fucking deal with it. I don't agree with it, but I mean, I'm honestly just at a point where I'm just like, fuck it. If I want a game, I guess I gotta hustle harder, because fucking that's kind of where I'm at.
Same.
I
feel like...
I already know what I'm getting into, you know, like I've obviously, and the rest of us too, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, I've been a gamer my whole fucking life, so I already know how expensive shit's always been. It's always been I have to get a huge ass surplus of fucking money just to get a damn game or to get a console.
Yeah, I remember back when. People are talking about back when, but they don't fucking understand because they're too young. But they talk about prices back when. When you look at the inflation, those games cost way more than games do now, even if you jack up the prices more. Like, by the equivalent of what your money would get you.
I remember paying...
Like...
for Mr. Calculator, I
Street
remember
Fighter
paying...
being like Street Fighter 2 being like $120 type shit? Like... My dude. Y'all don't understand.
I remember paying for Stunt Race FX on the Super Nintendo. I remember paying £120 in Mr. Calculator in Dublin.
Jesus.
Before or after inflation? Like, do you think of it
before,
120
that was before inflation.
Damn, so if you take into account what that money would be today, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. But I remember Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the Super Nintendo being £100. I'm sure Joe remembers that as well. Like, that game was really
that's
expensive.
what I brought up. That's what I brought up, like the insane price of like Street Fighter 2 and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we,
Other stuff too.
I don't think we paid $100. I think we paid. I think it was over 60.
Yeah. Oh man, you were lucky then. Bloody hell. Fair play. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, because fighting games were popular, but they weren't that popular, you know. So
when
like,
Street Fighter 2 popped
at Walmart, yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe it was the area I was in. I don't know, but like,
yeah, that must be an area thing. Because when Street Fighter 2 popped, everything popped off. It was like Pokemon Go.
I know. But I guess the town, the little small town that I was in, you know,
yeah.
Like you would imagine in a big city or something. You know?
It truly exploded when it hit the Super Nintendo, though. Like, it was big in arcades, don't get me wrong. But when it hit the Super Nintendo, the universe fucking exploded.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave my parents alone.
Yeah, because then you have it at your home.
Game.
Well, Joe and I will remember what it was like in when that all happened in the 90s. It was everything like it was just a different world back then when it came to prices because
lasted for years, dude. That shit did not calm down anytime soon.
Gas being like $1.50 and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Gas being
$1.50.
$1.50.
Like,
yeah.
those old like VHS Street Fighter 2 videos where they were teaching you how to play Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, the VHS Street Fighter 2 shit.
How you doing, MD?
Yeah,
thank you for tuning in.
And even during that, when they gave you those VHSs, like you still fucking like they were still making a big deal out of it. They were still like fucking like, oh, like you can still, you know, like you can learn all this at home now.
Yeah. Here's a VHS copy and the current best Street Fighter 2 player in the world talking you through what you can do with characters.
I think
like
I still had my. I think I still have my disc of the demo, or the little copies I used to send out to people who had EGM magazine collection.
EGM, yeah, I remember that Electronic Gaming Monthly. Yeah, it was amazing.
I got that VHS Super Turbo for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I've got that.
Damn.
I've got that. Oh my god.
Video. It showed the Japanese version of the commercial where it shows the M. Bison taking on Chun-Li or Guile or something. Remember?
Yeah, those commercials are straight up fire. Why didn't they just do those?
Those are really good.
And everywhere else.
The Bison
you know what I've got?
Really good.
I've got the Donkey Kong CD, with the video of the making of Donkey Kong Country, and it's got this weird ass dude.
Dave. I specifically bought a fully boxed copy of Donkey Kong Country for that CD. Even had a sticker on with a limited edition, CD included. Yeah. This motherfucker did not tell me the CD was missing from the copy. That bitch.
Damn.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I already had like a cartridge, but I wanted the CD, so I bought like I bought like the complete in box. Yeah. But if there's no CD, it's not complete in the box.
Yeah. You got the cake with no frosting.
Got the cake with no frosting, yeah.
Damn. You got to put a hole in my donut.
Yeah, so I've got that Donkey Kong. I've got that Donkey Kong CD that came out, and I've also got the making of where this crazy ass the most 90s rad skateboard dude you've ever seen. You can watch this. You can watch it. It's on YouTube. There's a documentary, and he's walking around the Nintendo factory with Rare, and he goes, "These guys are making this brand new game called Donkey Kong Country, which has got groundbreaking graphics, man. Let's check it out, dude." And it's like, it's really funny to watch.
That's what they did for the Street Fighter 2 one with Tomo.
Exactly. That's the same guy from the Street Fighter video.
Yeah, it's like, "Hey guys, we're here over at Capcom, and they got this."
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, they got this.
That's the same guy.
Here's Tomo, champion of Street Fighter 2. He's gonna show you what some of these fighters can accomplish.
That's it. Yeah, that's the guy. He's got long black hair and he wears a cap. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
California.
The Japanese pro Tomo here.
Say that again, Joe.
Remember the Californians?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what he sounds
from Saturday Night Live. Yeah, when she goes,
California.
Yeah, say it for you, dude.
You're gonna go learn from the guy that they call the Street Fighter god, Tomo here.
Yeah. What are you doing here? And Bill Hader. That's it. Bill Hader can't stop laughing. Bill Hader can't stop laughing. He's like,
"Let's go in there and go find Tomo and see what this Japanese god can teach us."
Devin.
That's like totally out there, dude.
Stuart.
Stuart. And like Kristen Wiig does that face where she looks at the camera and goes,
I may or may not watch a ton of movies rented when I was a kid with like skateboarding and surfer dudes, okay? Like, hey dude, that's like totally radical, bro.
Yeah.
It was called Street Fighter 2 Mastering Great Combination Strategies.
Fucking Encino Man with fucking Brandon Fraser as a caveman.
Brandon Fraser, yeah, he was great.
Brandon Fraser as a caveman, and they're like fucking like, "Oh, that's totally out there, dude. That is stupid."
Did you know? Did you know that there's an audition for there's an audition tape for their outfit for Brendan Fraser as Superman. He did an audition as Superman, and they're going to release it soon, apparently.
Really?
With Brendan Fraser as Superman, yeah.
A younger Brendan Fraser could absolutely have worked as Superman.
Yeah, this was 2004, so just after he did The Mummy, yeah.
Yeah, like right off the presses from The Mummy, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd quite like to see it, because I think he would look like comic book Superman. He's a big guy. I could totally see him as Superman, like the beefcake Superman.
He does have kind of a goofy face, though. Like, his face is kind of goofy.
Superman does have a goofy face, though. Like,
Superman kind of does have a goofy face. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
do you see Superman smile, bro? Like,
he's either smiling, serious, or just being, you know, straightforward. That's what I like about.
I want to ask you, Joe, about the new Superman suit. And
ask me about the Superman suit.
Also, sometimes Superman can be an asshole. I remember an actual interaction in a comic I have where there's this dude flirting with Lois Lane inside like a diner, and then he pulls down his glasses and he lasers a cat to create a distraction. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck did that cat do to you?
Like, what do you think about the new Superman suit? I have my opinion.
New Superman movie looks fucking awesome, and I can't wait.
I'm talking about the suit. But,
what? The what? I didn't catch.
The suit.
Oh, the suit? It looks good. It's not devoid of all color like certain movies.
I don't like it, bro.
Yeah,
you don't like it?
More or less, or other in the comments said that she thinks that Brandon has kind eyes. Brandon Fraser, so he would have been a good Superman, I think.
He does.
I'm happy Brandon Fraser done The Mummy as well. Like, that was his peak.
Like he's an actor. Like he wouldn't be acting like he's in fucking The Mummy or fucking what's that fucking movie where he's a cartoonist and this fucking like monkey who's obsessed with boners comes to life or some shit. Monkey Bone, was that it? Monkey Bone, I think. Like he's not gonna be like characters like that, right? He'd be Superman. Like they're actors. Their job is to pretend to be other people.
Hold on. Let me. What about George of the Jungle? When he done that?
George of the Jungle.
That movie was fucking hilarious. And he did a good job making a live-action version of the goofy-ass cartoon that was a gag on Tarzan. Because that's an old cartoon, Mala, if you didn't know. George of the Jungle.
I done some research.
Same with, didn't he do Diddly Do Right?
They hired the second actor for the second one. It was not Brandon Fraser, it was somebody else.
Yeah, because he didn't want to do the sequel. But didn't he do Diddly Do Right as well? Another old cartoon, but like live action comedy? Like a Canadian like a Canadian cop, like on a horse.
Yeah, as George Brandon was ripped. You're right, he was. He was ripped as hell. He was. I think the other guy that was in contention to play Superman and actually did a screen test for him, and you can see there is actually a picture of him in the suit, is Josh Hartnett.
Nicolas Cage.
No, Josh Hartnett. Josh Hartnett did a screen test of Superman as well. Obviously, there's
insert that Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah, of course. Well, there's actual footage of Nicolas Cage flying as Superman and everything from the documentary.
By the way, that suit is ugly as hell.
He looks weird as Superman.
It's all purple and shit.
Yeah.
By the way, that would have been a Tim Burton Superman movie with Nicolas Cage. That would have been unhinged.
His eyes. It's those eyes and the nose and everything.
But yeah, Josh Hartnett has the wrong type of face for Superman to me. Like, I know it's like, oh, he's attractive so he can be Superman. No, like, Superman has a specific type of face. Like, and Josh Hartnett does not have that face.
Christopher Reeve was the perfect Superman. He looked more like Superman than fucking Superman.
Yeah.
He is literally perfect for Superman.
He'll always be the GOAT of all
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then Henry Cavill, second.
And Henry Cavill, yes, absolutely, yeah. Definitely.
Honestly, I think you're sleeping on Brandon Routh. Like, let's throw the actual movies out of the window for a second and just look at the actor and then being Superman and how well they fit. Brandon Routh was a fucking phenomenal pick. The man even looks like Christopher Reeve in that suit.
It was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Henry Cavill had this thing about him now. He had a presence about him as Superman. I don't know what it was. I just loved him as Superman in Man of Steel. He just exuded this kind of Superman-ness about him.
It's his presence and his stature.
I just felt that was Batman with powers.
Like Superman, like Christopher Reeves was.
With one exception. For the most part, I felt that was just Batman with powers. With one exception. I think this was Justice League. In the opening, where you actually see Superman not being an edgelord, and he's standing there in front of the kids, and they're like taking pictures of him with his phone.
Yeah, that's the one scene.
That's where he was Superman, but I feel it's the only time he was Superman. I felt he was Batman with Superman powers outside of that.
I don't know. I just liked. I liked seeing Superman having a bit of.
Oh yeah. I'm not bringing like you like what you like.
What scene are you talking about?
The scene he's on about in Joss Whedon's Justice League.
The very, very first thing you see. You have daylight. You have Superman standing in front of a bunch of kids. They have their phones out and stuff. They're taking pictures, and he genuinely has a fantastic Superman energy about him in that short scene, which shows that he could be a normal Superman if they gave him that script, but they didn't.
Yeah, more or less what they said. It's probably the same universe where Lance Henriksen was the Terminator. Yeah.
Jesus.
Where Cage was Superman, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna stick my head in that universe and watch that movie.
What, Lance Henriksen as the Terminator?
Directed by Tim Burton, starring Nicolas Cage. That movie would be so unhinged.
Let's not forget Henry Cavill was Wolverine at one point.
I'm not gonna say he would do a worse job than the one we got, because I'm gonna be real. That man didn't even play Wolverine until X-Men Origins. He just kind of had claws. Getting used to an actor being a character does not equate to them being good as the character.
Can we make make those movies, please? Yeah. I actually think Henry Cavill would make a great Wolverine, I have to say.
By the way, we do have a full script.
I kind of don't.
That was leaked online of the Tim Burton Nicolas Cage movie we would have gotten, so AI could fix that.
I think, to be honest. I mean, he has that, he has that English, version of his voice that he does.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like.
I don't see Henry Cavill as.
It's hard for me to to picture him sounding real like Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
Nobody can replace Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
basically, yeah. But like,
I don't know. I just feel it's the fact that people don't have anything to compare to, and they're just having Hugh Jackman. He's not bad.
He's what made Wolverine for me.
But it took him 4 movies to even act like Wolverine.
I loved him as
I
Wolverine.
would have never liked Wolverine if it wasn't for him.
Yeah, I thought he was amazing as Wolverine.
Yeah, he was made for that role.
I But
even Jackman himself was like, I wasn't even connecting with the character until
in the comics.
I also feel the same way with Spider-Man as well. It's like nobody will ever be Spider-Man to me anyway, unless it's Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm the same, man.
Toby, yeah.
I feel Toby is the perfect Peter. I feel Toby's the perfect Peter.
He said Peter.
Motherfucker.
Peter Griffin.
Wrong Peter, bitch! Wrong Peter.
Yeah, can we make a... Yeah, I agree. You know, I think... do you know who was supposed to be the original Wolverine back in the the early 80s when Tom Mankiewicz and Richard Donner were thinking about making an X-Men movie after they'd done Superman with Christopher Reeve?
I have not heard of this. Hit me.
Do you know who... The original version of Wolverine was a British actor called Bob Hoskins.
Wait,
yeah,
Bob Hoskins?
Because of his height and everything, yeah, I remember that.
Bob fucking Hoskins as Wolverine?
Yeah.
Good morning, Neverland.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
What
he would have been great, man.
What would that even look like?
He's got the height.
Yeah, he's got the height, right? Yeah,
and he's got the build too. Like he's got that stature.
He was because he was a meaty dude back in the day.
Yeah,
back in the 80s, he was quite a tough guy.
Look at Shmi.
Crazy.
I'm just trying to imagine the kind of script they would give him back in the 80s. So I'm like, what the fuck would that even look like?
Yeah.
Because let's be real, it's not until adaptations have never been more accurate than they are as time goes by, even if they change annoying shit. Because if you look back, we had so many in-name only adaptations, or like, here's the character, but we pulled everything else out of our ass type shit. Like,
yeah.
You know who would have been hilarious Wolverine? Danny DeVito.
Danny, I was just thinking that. Hey, you want to come here? I'll rip your fucking head off, okay?
Get over here, Bob. Get over here.
Get over here.
Can you imagine, though, if Rocket Raccoon was never casted as Cooper, and instead they put Danny DeVito as Rocket Raccoon?
Oh my god, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, that would have been pretty
What do you mean, his eyeball?
Well, Bradley Cooper is playing Jor-El.
Got your captain hanging.
Bradley Cooper, yeah, that's a very good, yeah. Bradley Cooper is playing Jor-El in the new Superman movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can hear him in the trailer. He goes, Kal-El, because they have it in this movie, in this new version.
They have an accent.
They have a Kryptonian language. Well, they had that in the Man of Steel as well. Actually, you just didn't hear them.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah. So he's...
Which makes perfect sense, considering, like, his S isn't even an S. It's the symbol of hope in Kryptonian.
Yeah. Which I don't think they're going for in this one. I think it's just S for Superman in this one.
Boo! But I don't know about that. We'll see.
Yes.
I don't like it.
Gunn is very clearly drawing from comic books, specifically.
Superman's gonna be
like All-Star Superman and shit. So I think he's gonna work that in. But we'll see. Or might not even address it, which is the same as, oh, did you know it means hope?
Yeah.
I wish more iterations would stick with the whole, like, his cape was made, what was the blanket and his face pod? I wish more versions would keep that part.
Let the action begin. Go.
That his cape is the blanket he had around him as a baby.
Well, it just makes more sense to me that the suit comes from Krypton rather than his mom makes
exactly.
it.
Well, like, especially the cape too, right? Like, it's a piece of cloth, dude. Like, that's why I like the whole, like, that's what he was wrapped in as a baby, and it also touches on it being important to, like, where he's from.
Hey, MLA.
Oh, I kicked him out of the goddamn stage.
Oh, no.
Why are you making it sound weird, man? What the hell, man? You sick bastard. Oh, God.
Fighter Vipers 2.
What the
It's a good game, man. I like this. How's everybody doing in the chat? 8 people in the chat. Morales speaking. More or less or another. I keep calling you Morales. More or less or other. Chris Harris.
I can see John Cena Superman.
No,
Nah,
no, he does not have the face for Superman. He does not. Absolutely not.
He's definitely got the face for the Colonel in Toy Soldiers.
Yes, actually, he just needs to get a little bit older.
Yeah.
He just needs to get older.
Who's that? Who?
Yeah.
What's that hero's name that he plays in Justice?
Chip Hazard.
Oh, Chip Hazard, yeah.
Yeah, he'd be perfect
I
for Chip
said John-
Hazard. Then
I
we do
said
a
John
remake of the
Cena.
Toy
I
Story
said-
movie.
Well, it looks
I
like
said,
Not Toy Story, Toy Soldiers. Ugh.
it looks like John Cena might be Guile in the new Street Fighter movie.
Yeah,
I don't
saw
take
a picture
that.
Of that. I saw a picture of that.
But
he's got
remember,
the
like,
arms. He's nailed the arms.
but what makes you say that? Because remember, people love to fan cast.
Yeah, exactly. So it might not happen.
Yeah.
MD's laughing.
It's probably something that hasn't even been talked about. It's just people throwing shit around. Like people talking about like Roman Reigns and Akuma. Like nobody said anything about Akuma except a random commenter who was like, "Who we gonna play? Akuma?" Like purposely saying the worst thing.
Well,
Like,
no, it looks like it's been confirmed. It looks like it's been confirmed now. Roman Reigns.
I think if that was real, the whole fighting game community would be talking about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
if Roman Reigns did play a Street Fighter character, I would guess he could play Vega.
Isn't he way too fucking big for that?
I don't know. You seen Vega in some of the games?
Vega's like a fucking a stick
pretty
with
built.
muscles on it.
He's pretty built though. And plus,
He's like slender built.
he's already got the hair.
He's slender built. He's a ninja. He's a Spanish ninja.
you know who
Like
I
he's
think?
ninja build.
Right.
He's a
If they're gonna
bullfighter.
cast Akuma, Akuma needs to be Japanese. If they're gonna cast Ryu, he needs to be Japanese.
I honestly
Yeah.
don't think Roman Reigns could
Yeah,
pull
that's
off
true.
Vega because he ain't flamboyant enough.
No, you need to be
Oh,
like
that's
super. You need to be super athletic. You need to be flamboyant. You need to la di la. You know, like.
He just has to get into the role, just like every other actor. He has
Yep.
to get into the role.
Yeah, but it's like, would you have Dwayne The Rock Johnson play Sakura? Like, the even ignoring gender,
Well, Jason
even
Momoa.
ignoring gender, my man is like the opposite of the
Now you're just
build.
mixing sex, so
Well,
No, but I'm saying, even if you were to remove that, his build is the literal fucking opposite of Sakura. Like,
Have Terry Crews play Jury.
well,
Come on,
oh,
shaking those titties. Terry Crews shaking his titties.
man tits.
You know what?
if he's jury, he's shoving his feet up your mouth.
You can see some
They
big
should-
black ass toes.
they should hire.
You got the fries that'll cross your eyes.
They should hire the original Chun-Li actor from
The hell is
the
that?
1995 movie.
My alarm.
You gotta remember, people do get older. But well, what did you say, Milad? I didn't hear because there were a million things at once.
Mina Yin.
Mina Wen?
Chun-Li. Yeah.
That's not happening.
Who can play
Street
Chun-Li?
Fighter is what made her stop taking martial arts roles for the rest of her career. That's not happening.
Well, you talking about the lady that played Chun-Li?
Yeah.
He still looks
Damn, they
good.
ruined her. Shit.
She was nice.
Nah.
Yeah, I liked her.
The reason she was so convincing in her fighting moves is because she's a dancer, and dancing choreography and martial arts choreography is honestly the exact same thing.
Who are you on about?
Yeah. Take a look at Marissa.
Ming No Wen.
Not Marissa.
And John May. I mean,
Also, she's too old to play Chun-Li
Manat.
now. She's way too old to play Chun-Li now. Also.
Yeah, literally.
yeah.
She beat
Right.
Grandma.
Which was
can
also
say a
how I
perfect-
felt with Sonya. Everybody like, yeah, but she was Sonya before in the Mortal Kombat Legacy thing. I was like, yeah, but this bitch looked like 56 though. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll get because I can see if they're going to do this. Jesus,
Shang
why can't
Tsung
they?
could be like anybody. Doesn't matter age really.
Hey Dave,
Look,
were you
in
disappointed
Mortal
when-
Kombat, right?
for the guy
So,
who
like-
played Sagat?
What, was I disappointed with the guy who plays Sagat?
Yeah, in the Street
Fucking-
Fighter movie.
Yes. My God, was I? I was
What
like,
even was that?
I don't even know what they were going for there. Even if they were going
Listen,
for
he
like a
was
comedy
bald.
aspect, it was just shite.
He was bald and he had an eye patch. What are you talking about? It was totally
He had-
accurate.
It's probably like one of the most racist roles because he had the color, the tone for Sagat and all that. It was
But
bad.
you
one
didn't
who
see
played Zangief.
that, did you?
The one who played Zangief was perfect. The one.
Here we come.
Then we
The
got
one who played
DJ. The only thing DJ had was the hairstyle and nothing else.
Wasn't even
one
built
thing
that
like-
to
wasn't
just
even
have
built
the
to be
hair.
DJ. Wasn't even
The
built
one
to
who-
be DJ. He had no muscle
The one
on
who
nothing.
played Zangief. That was perfect. That was perfect.
Zangief was perfect. The
Guy
only
Honda-
thing there. The only
Guy
thing with
Honda and
Zangief was that he
Zangief were
was
the best
aligned with
ones,
Shadow
best
Lu, and that
roles
was the
on
only
movie.
problem.
'Cause they all
Maybe
look
give him an
like-
accent, but they
almost
didn't
like
establish
identical
the
to the
accent
character.
yet.
Well, I would.
Especially Zangief and Honda, they both look like almost identical to the characters.
I was kind of disappointed with my boy Ryu. Oh shit! No, come on, man.
MD and
Well,
Morales'
at
mother
least-
alive.
At least Ryu
I
made
don't
Vega
think that Ryu
jealous.
casting back then, right? Considering like Ryu bulked up over time in the games. Back
Ryu
then,
made
I
Vega
don't think that was
jealous.
terrible
was
casting
hilarious.
of Ryu. The problem was the fucking script. Had
Yeah.
him be this fucking con man. Ken though, look at Ken. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Who the
I
fuck
just
is
want
that?
to say no.
That's
was
just a
Blood In and
random
Blood
white
Out.
dude.
It was in Blood In and Blood Out.
He was good in
Right.
that.
Yeah.
You know what?
Like,
I
what
gotta
the
say.
fuck?
You know, I gotta say, Jason Momoa as Blanca, I think is a really bad idea, and I like Jason Momoa, but he's not Blanca. I mean, he's just not.
You gotta remember Blanca's gonna be CGI.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not who
All
I.
he gotta do is make this voice.
God, might as well make him Jack Black then.
Yeah, Jack Black.
Might as well make Blanca Jack Black.
No.
Loud and obnoxious. That's kinda
No,
like
because
what
like
Blanca is
Jack
with these
Black,
boys.
he doesn't have like that burst when he does this. He just kind of goes like this, and that sounds nothing like Blanca. Like if you're gonna like hire someone to play Blanca, the only thing they need is be able to sound like him because he's probably gonna be entirely CGI anyway.
I think
Anybody
honestly,
can make growl moves or growl sounds.
Right.
Yeah.
that was a rubbish Ken as well in that movie that night.
Yeah, Ken was shite in that movie, and I like the Street Fighter movie. It's great fun, but Ken was shite.
Yes. Let's be real. Van Damme with a French accent. Guile, the most American bro to ever American.
Yeah, they
My
get
man
a fucking.
probably has a
Hey,
bald
how
eagle
could they-
tattooed on his ass cheeks. Like,
I will say though, all was forgiven with Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile when he did the when he did the kick. I was like, okay, I forgive you, because that kick looked fucking great.
Yeah, the upside down weird one.
Oh yeah, he actually did it. I was like, oh shit, he did it.
Yeah, he actually did. He actually does have like the perfect flex though for the Guile arm.
Yeah,
no,
he
but
did.
like that's just a Van Damme flex though. Like he just had the.
But it looks
tattoo there.
like
But
good
yeah.
Though with the tattoo.
It did. Yeah, I thought he was good.
Look,
pretty good to me.
Can I say something? Like,
then we have
Go
Bison
ahead,
fucking
Milan.
like
Go
quoting
ahead.
the Bible before he does a Psycho Crusher before he dies.
Guile Soldier, the Asian.
Oh yeah.
Like that guy. Like.
I mean, Sawada was supposed to be Fei Long originally,
Yeah,
but
that's
they
right.
decided against it.
They got
The
Gomez
original
to play Bison.
The
Wait,
original.
Kylie Minogue is Cammy?
Carly Minogue as Kimmy.
Oh,
I
man.
couldn't believe that.
Sexy.
You got to remember. At that time when that film came out, she'd only just left Neighbours here in the UK, which I was a massive fan of. I was like, so I've been following Kylie obviously from Neighbours, then when she became a pop star, and then I was like, oh my god, she's in Street Fighter. So I was a massive Kylie fan back then, and so this was like massive for me. Like,
To be fair, choreography wise, she genuinely does some Cammy shit, like wrapping her feet around someone's neck and
I
like.
actually thought she did an alright
Yeah.
job, considering she's not a martial artist. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I thought she did an alright job.
She did better than some of the other people in this movie.
yeah, you're right, yeah.
Hey, what about Chun Li, bro? What about Chun? I have to give a.
Chun was
what about
really good.
Chun was good as well.
Well,
You have to
Thrust-
give-
But
Thrust
what you
kick
have
was
to
kinda
remember, Ming Na
questionable,
Wen, Ming Na Wen being a
Can't be thrust
professional
kick.
dancer,
He just did a straight
Being-
sidekick.
being a professional dancer
Like, what
could
the fuck is
arguably equip you even more for a martial arts movie than actual martial arts, because you learn to be so much more like flexible with what you have to do.
that? It
Because
was
dance moves can be so
Tuesday.
fucking random.
It was
like-
Tuesday.
Yeah, like a martial arts move is just a dance move for a dancer, right? Like,
It's choreography.
Sexy.
yeah, it's all choreography.
And there's dancing competitions for choreography, to learn choreography, to execute the dance. Same as martial arts.
There are several martial artists or goated martial artists, but they're fucking awful at kata or
You know, Sawada's
choreography.
role was supposed to be reused, the actor who played Sawada. But he didn't know any English.
Let's not mentioning the fakest martial artist of all time in movie cinema, Steven Seagal.
So definitely overhyped, but my man did actually. I don't even like Steven Seagal. All right, let's get this clear. But he is not 100% fake, but he's definitely not all the shit that.
No, he was definitely a martial artist, and he did teach martial arts.
Aikido specifically.
Aikido, yeah, which is completely useless to most martial artists. That's the thing.
Yes.
Uh,
But he has picked up a trick or two here or there, and he is a compulsive liar. But
They
he can
don't-
still kick ass. He can still kick someone's ass.
They done Blanca dirty, man.
Talking shit about
Charlie.
Michael J. White
Honestly,
one
the
time,
Blanca
too.
thing,
You got
the
some
Blanca thing is something that's. The Blanca thing is in retrospect. You have to remember all the story stuff we have about Street Fighter now did not exist then. Like, Charlie Nash, we didn't even know what that bitch looked like. It was just some random dude who got killed by Bison. Like, you gotta remember, you can't, like, they didn't really fuck up that as much as they... All they really did
like
was
that.
give a backstory for Blanca besides I found my mom. Dawson, though!
Mommy!
Dawson,
Mommy.
though!
A scientist. What?
A genetic scientist!
Would you take that?
And
Exactly.
then, when
You
the
know,
laboratory
bad as-
explodes, suddenly his outfit changes to basically being the Dawson we see in the game, but he never does anything. Dawson got done dirty.
As bad as that film is, as bad as Street Fighter is, it's actually very watchable. It's a watchable bad movie.
It's fun bad. It's good bad.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. It's not.
like
it's
more
not
like. But it's also more competent than, say, for example, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which is also fantastically good. Then
I agree.
But
now you will die.
No, you can't. No, there's too much. It's not stiff enough, Dave.
And now you will die.
I don't think you can sound fake enough if you try.
It's unbelievable how bad an actress that woman was. It was like, fucking hell.
I just assumed she was a porn actress.
Yeah. It was like, how could somebody sound that terrible delivering a line? It doesn't make any sense. And now you will die. It's impossible to do it.
No, there's too much feeling in it.
Yeah.
You have to cleanse yourself from all emotion. At last I'm free! Time to conquer Earth!
Yeah, that's it. More or less or other has just said that her favourite guilty pleasure is the Dead or Alive movie. I actually don't mind that. It could have obviously been a lot better, but...
Oh, god damn it, here we go.
I know.
I'm gonna shut up this time. I'm gonna shut up this time.
It should have been a lot better.
Whenever fighting game movies are always brought up, they always bring up the Dead or Alive movie.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
There's much
it should have been a lot better.
There's way worse. There's way worse.
King of
Fighters movie was worse.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation is worse. Super fun though, but worse.
Fucking DOA is one of the good ones.
KOF is probably the worst one I've seen besides Tekken 2 Kazuya's Revenge.
I guess, again, and something else, Neighbours has always connected with fighting movies because Kylie Minogue was in Street Fighter as Cammy, and then Holly Valance was in Dead or Alive, and I had a massive crush on her in Neighbours. And then she was in... she played... who did she play? I can't actually remember who she played, but she looked amazing, and I was...
Oh.
She's the one who sang the song, oh, fucking hell, I forgot the name of the song.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that thing you're doing is.
I think
Yeah, MLA knows Holly Valance. Yeah, I've forgotten who she played in, and she was one of the main actresses in it, Holly Valance. But yeah, I had a massive crush on her.
I only know her from Dead or Alive.
Yeah, but she was a pop star during the 90s, and she did like a really provocative like video. But she started off in Neighbours.
Is it Tina?
Sexy.
Wait, did she? Oh my god, no.
She played Flick in Neighbours. MLA.
Yeah.
Flick Scully.
I'm like in the DOA movie. I'm just.
I think she played.
She played Christy.
Christy. There you go. Fucking hell, she don't look anything like Christy.
When I watched that movie originally, I didn't even know who the fuck Christy was because DOA 3 was on Xbox. Sorry, I will never get over that.
Jamie Presley was awesome. Holly played Christy, and Jamie Presley was good in it. Yeah. Jamie Presley was good in it. I really don't dislike the Dead or Alive movie. I had great fun watching it. Like, could it have been better? Yes, but I had great fun. I watched it and I enjoyed it. That's all I can ask for from a movie. If I enjoy myself, I don't care.
Look.
Listen, okay.
I wouldn't change it.
Regardless of what your opinion on the movie is. Regardless of your opinion on that movie, if you have seen King of Fighters, the movie is a masterpiece by comparison.
Oh, of course it is, yeah.
How many of y'all saw the King of Fighters movie with like?
I've seen a bit of it. I haven't seen all of it.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh boy. Oh
So
boy, you
fucking
haven't
bad.
seen all of it. Huh?
Fucking bad.
Damn.
You know what? You can fix that, Dave. The entire movie's out on YouTube and nobody's coming for it because everybody knows it's a steaming pile of shit.
They'll make another one. They'll make another King of Fighters movie at some point.
I hope they don't.
No, I hope they don't, bro. No.
Fucking animated.
Yeah, anime, absolutely.
You want? Oh my god! I don't want to see that kind of. But
Are you playing, Emily?
I'm playing right now, but
What are you playing?
yeah, Capcom
Unfortunately,
versus
while I would like another one animated, unless King of Fighters sells like it used to, we're not going to get another.
You only got 1 week left, Emily.
I'm playing multi.
Okay.
What was the last movie they did? Was it Another Road? Yeah. Another Road was the last one.
I really like this game, SpikeOut. I think this is a good biting beat 'em up.
I get the idea.
That was a KOF movie that really nobody fucking knows about either.
Which one?
King of Fighters Another Road. That was the last movie
Oh,
they did.
yeah.
It was based on King of Fighters Maximum Impact.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or no, not Another Road, Another Day. That's what it was.
Yeah, another day. I know what you meant.
Have you noticed that in SpikeOut, White has the we're talking about Guile. He has the Guile kick. I'm doing it right now. In SpikeOut, he has the Guile flip kick, and he looks like Guile as well. He's got the same hairstyle.
The what sounds like in some of the games in the Capcom Fighting Collection too, the move known as Some Asshole.
SpikeOut is such a good Sega beat 'em up, man. I love this.
Oh, the somersault?
Yeah, there. Ugh.
By the way, Mala, be happy that you're known for in the chat. You could be Stephen He, walk down the street and constantly hear "stupid."
Yeah.
Imagine being Stephen He walking down the street and everywhere you go, all you hear is "stupid" and emotional damage.
Emotion damage.
I like in the chat. That's my catchphrase. In the chat.
That's
When
definitely
I went to
most
school, we
prevalent
walked
one.
up mountain backwards.
Joshua, give my watch out
We
with.
walked up mountain
Thank you,
backwards
man.
with one leg while my other leg was starting
When
a
I was
business.
your age, I kept outside inside of a
No problem, man.
hat.
Thank you for giving me with the watch out with though, man.
No
I know
problem.
you worry
All I
about
had
me.
to do was one leg when I went
like
to
seeing
school.
in
My
the
other
chat.
leg was starting a business.
Yeah, exactly.
Bisons. Oh man, I
I
hate
had to
bison
walk through
players.
fire.
To kick Bison's ass. Fuck. I'm going to kick
I
Bison's
had to
ass.
fight dinosaur to get to school.
You stupid! You get a B. You know what B stands for? Failure.
Failure.
Hey,
You got an F for failure.
Nah, my man said B for failure. You know what B is short for? Failure. The fuck?
Shush. Joshua couldn't believe my Homaru damage. Like,
what?
oh, I like your reaction though. That what move with Homaru?
That was the
Damn,
first time I played SpikeOut was on Xbox.
man. I love your reaction, Joe. that
I never actually
yesterday,
played SpikeOut on Dreamcast before.
and
You played it on Dreamcast, have you?
No, I said I haven't played it on Dreamcast. I first played it on Xbox.
Yeah, it's a funky ass little game, man. I just like the. It's just got that Sega charm to it. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, it came out on Dreamcast first, but then they ended up remaking the game for original Xbox.
Yeah.
I never knew that it was on Dreamcast until later.
So it's like a Shenmue 2 situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did that with a lot of games for Dreamcast when they moved it over to Xbox and GameCube.
That's because the
Like
Dreamcast.
Sonic fucking.
Quite literally just remade 80% of the games that are on Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the Dreamcast, the GameCube, and the Xbox all had similar architecture. They all have very similar graphics. That's why I always preferred the Dreamcast to the PS2, because it had, for me, and the GameCube, and the Xbox, they all had much cleaner graphics to me than the PS2, because they used a similar graphics engine. Well, they did. They used the same graphics engine. So,
and also, Sega went out of fucking business, so the only way to save most of those games from selling like crap was to put them on the Xbox and GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering Sony didn't fucking want them, because Sony was kind of the reason why the Dreamcast went to shit.
Yeah. I no lies detected.
Yeah.
Though I do think they would have an easier time hanging in there if they didn't burn a lot of good and with a lot of their hardcore fans back then.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, I want a universe where PS2 still got the same run, but Sega just, like, skipped 32X and Sega CD, and they had, like, a successful Dreamcast run all over the world.
Yeah, if Sega didn't release all those stupid attachments, then they definitely would have done better with the Saturn and the Dreamcast.
Yeah. Like, PlayStation didn't just, like, fuck up for Sega, they also nerfed the shit out of Nintendo by taking, like, all the third-party games. Like, how many motherfuckers that had everything on Nintendo suddenly went to PlayStation? You know what I mean?
Even though I love Sega, I can definitely not defend them when it comes to that fucking attachment crap.
Yeah. Collecting that shit after the fact is a pain in the ass. There's a reason that the amount of people who collect Nintendo versus Sega is, like, insane difference. It's hard for me to even see people sell Sega shit, because most of them, they're like, I ain't gonna make no money on this compared to the Nintendo stuff. And I want more games for my damn Sega systems, damn it!
Yeah. Well, you know my stance on the Dreamcast. I'm very passionate about my Dreamcast. I think it's the greatest machine that was ever created, and still to this day. Like, yeah.
It's definitely a great system.
It's the best.
It just unfortunately got born with too much luggage.
It was light years ahead of the competition. Fucking, it was amazing, that machine.
Yeah. I think Sega was kind of bad at timing multiple times, like several gens in a row with when their systems came out as well.
Yeah.
Like, people still, like, Saturn comes out and people still aren't, like, done with the thing they're already doing. Dreamcast comes out, people are still fucking with the PS1 and stuff, like...
Yeah.
There's a book I really want to read. It's called Console Wars. Not to be confused with the YouTube film. Uh, and it is the Nintendo versus Sega console war from Sega's perspective.
I remember the console war YouTube channel. I used to watch that.
I still watch that. It just they take a long time between episodes.
Dave playing Tekken Force Mode. How you doing, Rich? How you doing, Rich? Rich is in the chat. You should join us in the chat, Rich.
That's one show I want more people to rip off. So, because their comparison format is so fucking good, but the fact that it's limited to only like Sega Genesis or Nintendo, Super Nintendo, feels like wasted potential. Like, give me like a rip-off of that.
I want to imagine
Sony, Nintendo, Sega, Microsoft, or some shit. Like,
yeah,
something. Have a dude pop by when there's like a fucking equivalent on the TurboGrafx 16 or some shit. Like,
yo, Rich, at this point in time, Tekken fucking wishes that they had Tekken Force looking like this.
Yeah.
Because fucking like Tekken 4 wasn't even out yet, so fucking Tekken Force mode looked nothing like this shit.
Yeah, Tekken Force mode was like an old school beat 'em up, but with the full moveset of a Tekken character, which was kind of cool.
LOL speed, yeah.
But
yeah,
I do think they I genuinely think
2000, I think.
I genuinely think
yeah,
that
it did,
yeah. Tekken 4, I think, perfected what Tekken Force could do. Just needed more technology.
Have you played Double Within on Tekken 5? I didn't like it that much.
That felt like such a step back from the
I need to
Tekken 4
replay that.
Tekken 4.
I've only played through it one time when I was a kid, and that's when my friend brought the game over. And I haven't played it since. That's been like over like fucking 10 years.
I think you're not gonna like.
I remember being hyped about it back when, and I thought it was cool because it was a new Tekken thing. But like every time I replay it, each time it gets worse.
I'm pretty sure it ain't that bad. I mean, I hated Tekken 4 till Tekken 6 came out.
No, it's one of those, like, I thought it was really cool, and I liked it the first time I played it, but each time I played through it, it felt worse.
I would take that by degrees, but Double Within.
Well, yeah, that's a full game. I mean, like, fucking Devil Within is only like an hour long fucking thing.
Yeah, it's just like a side mode.
Yeah. I want to see that on the YouTube channel, if it's possible.
What, you want to see like a Devil Within TAS?
Not TAS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people have uploaded Devil Within shit. There's a bunch of playthroughs.
Yeah.
I remember who was the final boss. It was kind of true ogre, like as like was it
yeah, something like that. It was,
and some light energy.
Honestly, it wasn't that fucking memorable. Like, it's super hazy to me, even though I played through it so many fucking times. Not a good sign.
Yeah, I don't.
Bad. It's a bad. Okay, bad.
Surprisingly, nobody has ever made a TAS of Devil Within.
Fuck. Honestly, I'm not that surprised. If there's a game mode people will talk shit about in Tekken, it's Devil Within.
I mean, a TAS can make anything look fucking cool, so...
Oh, I know. I know.
You think somebody would have done that by now, but no, there's a bunch of Devil Jin TASes, regular Jin TASes, but not that.
Damn, you could be
There's just a speed run of somebody doing a New Game Plus.
Could you do a speed run if you could? I'm definitely.
I think my man's considering a task because he's not seeing anybody else did it.
I mean, I can do a speed run of it. It's not impossible for me to do it. I have an emulator.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, you could test this. It would not only be a super popular franchise, but something people haven't done. That's a double.
I swear you can't pass your task to can't do PS2 games, right?
Yeah, I still don't know how to task PS2 yet, so.
Yes, that sucks.
You can't do that.
Right.
I
still remember when you went on Tekken Tag and you were about to explain to me how bad it was. I was like, no. I know this game inside out. I can hear what the problem is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know I care about you. Like, you can definitely speedrun it.
This level here looks like Dead or Alive, I think, when you're in this opera house. I love it.
I can see you do a speed run on the, like speed run at speed, but yeah.
Well, yeah, it's only if I'm interested in it, because I mean, if a speed run looks like crap, I don't want to run the fucking game. I mean, if somebody wants to donate for me to run a game, I'll run a game.
Yeah, of course. And that's why you need to run Killing Zone, because it'll look amazing.
I get a donation, I'll do it. I'm not shy about it. I'm easily motivated by money. Like you can get me motivated about anything as long as you put money behind it.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I'm gonna be real.
You pay me, I'll fucking do it.
If I was given the choice to give you, let's put jokes aside, if I were to give you a choice to play anything you wanted, regardless if you wanted or not, I would not give you Killing Zone. I probably would have given you, like, Real Bout, Fatal Fury Special Cheng or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Winston said.
Also, Cheng got combos. It's not like Birdie. Like, that shit could genuinely look fire. But nobody would care because it's Cheng. It would just be for me mostly.
As Winston,
right.
As Winston Zedmore said as Winston Zedmore said in a Ghostbusters movie, you put a steady paycheck behind it, I'll do anything you tell me to do.
Can you charge my phone?
That's a big ass Twinkie.
That's a big, yeah. Hey, you do your job, Pencil Neck. I do mine.
Tony Montana, he did say that, you know, you get the money, then you get the bitches.
Yep.
Yeah. And then he said, who do I work for? Balls. That's a weird line, but yeah.
Who balls?
Yeah, who do I work for? Balls!
Balls. I work for balls.
I don't know why balls, but...
I work with my balls.
I don't know why balls, but
Suck
balls.
My
He works
balls,
for balls.
my chocolate salty balls.
I don't know, maybe...
Get yourself in here, bro. We want to hear
the most strongest thing on you, and they're definitely the most sensitive. It could be the most sensitive thing on you. Gotta protect your bones.
Oh my god. I love this game so much.
But make sure your controller is not loud, bitch. Ugh. Bro, like...
Yeah, for God's sakes, please make sure you turn off that vibration.
Yo! Oh yeah!
I don't understand why that's an issue, because, like, I always got that shit on max. I don't get it.
Damn.
I don't know what type of setting he's got on his shit, but that thing was so damn loud that we could hear it and we couldn't even hear each other.
Yo!
Damn.
Yeah, but like... But
like this.
No, a lot louder than that.
Oh.
It looks like a Wii.
Nah, Joe, I don't even think, like you literally can't even do the damn, like, sound loud enough. Like, it's honestly so loud it would drown out everybody in the chat.
Listen, first, you will need to find an arcade stick and beat the shit out of that. It'll give you more force to make the sound.
Now it was like a machine gun.
Nah, like dog, like that vibration was crazy. Like every time he shot a gun and held in Helldivers. Yeah, every time he shot a gun in Helldivers, it was that sound. Like all you're hearing is a constant machine gun noise, and we can't hear
Here's the
each
man
other.
himself.
It was bad.
Yo.
Then you roll as well. I'll just have to turn you up.
What's up, bro?
The juice.
How's everybody doing?
So,
Did you have to fix that controller issue?
I hope you did, but like the.
Iram, this is the final level now this is it, the final boss battle of SpikeOut. Here we go. This guy's a bastard.
I know
You know what's fucked up is that I go and ask that question and then I can hear my own voice, so that just instantly answered it.
Yo.
How you doing,
I know
man?
battle.
Hey, you guys!
Look at my polygonal face from the late 90s. Come and destroy me with my 6 polygons on my face.
Dicks? Damn, that's twice as much as I expected.
You know, you just don't get any presentation like this back in the day, you know? Like fucking the fucking boss just appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
How's that Tomb Raider game you're playing, Speed?
Like the boss like literally just drops down like from the ceiling. It's like, where the hell was he? Up on like a fucking like a beam or some shit.
I do think a lot of the time they put too much build-up on a boss instead of just having it happen.
Fuck.
I remember playing Tekken 2 and then Kazuya suddenly turns into Purple Satan, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, if they were to make Tekken 2 now, they would have had like a million follow-up cutscenes before you even got to fight him.
What,
You wouldn't get like the...
What
And
Tomb
that's
Raider
like
game are you on about?
I'm playing Tomb Raider 1 right now.
Which ranked the last year question.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm playing Tomb Raider 1 right now.
I'm sorting the clothes.
It's not my favorite Tomb Raider. I'm just doing all the Tomb Raiders in order. I'm speedrunning them.
I'm sorting clean laundry
My
and I'm
favorite
putting
Tomb
it
Raider is
back.
Tomb Raider Chronicles.
My 2 favorite Tomb Raiders, I played it last night for my dad. I played the opening of the one in the snow. It was at Rise of the Tomb Raider. My dad was blown away by that, and I said, this game is 10 years old, Dad. And he said, fucking unbelievable. That game's graphics, even still to this day, look incredible. Rise of the Tomb Raider. It is just mind-blowingly good looking, that game.
Yeah, that's my favorite Tomb Raider as well.
Oh, it's incredible.
I'm
It's like a
between
film.
Tomb Raider 1 and 2.
Yeah.
No, between 2 and 3.
I didn't expect that one to be. I don't know. I didn't expect it to be so good. You know.
Yeah,
But I bought it
neither
for my
did I.
cousin, and I was like, "Whoa, this game is really good."
It's incredible, mate. I think it's an all-time classic game. It really is. The snow level when you're climbing up that mountain is just, oh my god,
Yeah, brilliant, isn't it?
it's just fantastic. It's the closest game for me, at least, where I feel like I'm controlling a movie.
Yeah.
GG, thank you, Jeff, and thank you,
You know,
Joe.
I think I need to complete that game again. You know, because I
Yeah.
haven't played it for like 10 years.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I love that game so much that I played it last night. I did a half-hour opening, and I've recorded it. Actually, I'm going to upload it on my channel. But I also I
nice.
completed that entire game on my Quest 3 VR headset on cinema mode. So I played it via Game Pass on my Quest 3 headset, and I played the entire game on my Quest 3 headset on a big cinema screen in VR. And I tell you what, it was an absolute pleasure doing it, because that game, no matter how many times I got back and played that, Tomb Raider 1, Tomb Raider 2, and Rise of the Tomb Raider, to me, are the perfect Tomb Raider games, at least for me. For me, those 3 games just nailed it. I know Jeff feels different about Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I personally love the game. But
My favorite is
you don't like it,
between...
Jeff?
my favorite is between Tomb Raider 1 and 3. No, 2 and 3. Between 2 and 3. I'm not sure which one I'd pick.
1 and 2.
I mean, like, it's for good reason. I mean, it's just I don't like Tomb Raider being too much like Uncharted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
Okay.
I was willing to just let the first Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider 2013. I was just willing to let that slide and just be a copy of.
I
was letting that one slide as well, and then Rise. I was like, I don't know, man.
I don't compete. I don't think.
Yeah, like so back then, I completely understood what it was. It was like, oh, okay, we're gonna, reboot Tomb Raider for a second time, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure, like have her have a clean slate, whatever. She's weak in this game, sure, and then she can get stronger in the next one. But then that didn't happen.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
So then I'm like, yeah, nope.
No.
For me, it was that on top of the fact that they kept calling her Laura, which annoyed the shit out of me more than it should. But
to me,
her
it was
name
just
is Lara, Lara. It's not Laura. That's a different person.
Yeah, but I'm like Rich on this. I just thought that game worked beautifully. It felt like a movie to me. It felt like even to this day, no game has made me feel like I'm controlling a film like Rise of the Tomb Raider did. I think it did it even better. I think I actually prefer Rise of the Tomb Raider even to Uncharted 2 and 4. That's how much I love that game. To me, it's the best adventure game I've ever played. If they were ever going to do another Tomb Raider game, I would like them to do it just like Rise of the Tomb Raider, but make the character of Lara more like Lara.
I think part of what you love about the game is part of what I didn't. Because like Tomb Raider, it's like Indiana Jones / Uncharted stuff, but it felt like a more video gamey equivalent of that. So making it more like a movie kind of just made it Uncharted with boobs.
You're right. That's exactly the reason I did love it. That's exactly it.
That's the reason I didn't love it.
No, see, that's why I. Yeah, I can get why you guys didn't like it.
What do you think about Uncharted then? Like,
no,
and I get it. I have several games where people describe the game as the worst piece of shit ever, and every reasoning they list are positives for me, and I don't get it.
Yeah.
What do you think about Uncharted then? Like
number 2 and number 4 MLA, and also the offshoot they did with the 2 girls. That was really good as well. So 2, 4, and the offshoot with the girls. I thought 1 and 3 are the weakest for me.
Wait. Repeat that.
I think 2, 4, and the offshoot was really good. I think 1 and 3 are the weakest. Actually, no, I say that. I like 1.
Are the weakest?
Yeah, I think 1 is good. I like 1, but 3 to me, I think 3 is the weakest. 3 to me is the weakest.
No, go back.
Hold on.
Go back.
I think 3 is the weakest of Tomb Raider.
Hey, yo.
So I'm gonna actually try and complete it because I've never played it. I got the collection, but I'm gonna try and complete it. Maybe in about 3 months' time or something.
Yeah, I'd watch you play that, mate. If you're gonna do it on your channel.
You think that's like weaker than like Angel of Darkness or like fucking
Tomb Raider or Uncharted? Which one are we talking about?
No, I'm talking about Uncharted. I think.
Uncharted! I was about to have a fucking heart attack.
No, on 3 is. I'm talking about 3 is. So for me, Uncharted. Yeah,
I was like,
best.
Did you just say 1 and 3 are the weakest?
No, number 1. No, Tomb Raider for me.
I got you.
No, Tomb Raider for me. The best Tomb Raiders for me are number 1, number 2, and Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Okay.
They're the best ones for me.
No, Uncharted. I think 2 is the weakest one.
What? 2 is the best one.
I don't like the cast as much.
What the fuck? 2 is the best game in the entire series.
Nah, Cap.
I have to give it to 3.
I think the cast of characters are way more fun in both 1 and 3, and 3 explores Nathan Drake's backstory in such a good way.
Number 4 does that too. Cap.
Yeah, number 4 was amazing. Number 4.
2 is weak. Is the weaker one to me.
What did you say about the spin-off, Jeff?
That's my favorite one.
I love the spin-off.
I haven't
with the
played
2 girls.
The spin-off.
Oh, the spin-off is amazing. The best
the only
level in that.
spin-off I knew about is the PlayStation Vita trading card game that my brother played.
The spin-off, the best level in that spin-off is, and I'm sure Jeff will agree with me in this, is the bit when you're driving around in that whole massive area where there's a flood, and you've got to get all the 4 parts of the thing to open up that massive gate and stuff. I love that. And the opening to that game as well, with the 2 girls, when you're jumping out of the window and you slide down that rooftop. Oh, it's incredible, man.
I never played the PSP. I heard positive things about
Yeah, it's great, the PSP version. It's brilliant. That was, I tell you, when I played that on my PSP, I was like, oh my god, this is next-gen shit. This is amazing.
I never even knew that shit existed. Like...
Yeah, I bought it immediately when that came out on the
I
PSP.
learned that game existed like fucking 4 days ago.
Yeah, it was, mate, it's amazing. You need to play it. It's incredible. But guys, I'm going to say goodbye on my stream right now. Thank you for tuning in and watching me play these 3 Sega fighting games, Virtua Fighter 3, TB, what was it, Fighting Vipers 2, and SpikeOut. So yeah, guys, thank you very much. Thanks for everybody here in the chat. Rich Franklin, say hello.
Hey.
Yo, he was just in the comments. Jeff, say hello.
What's up?
What's up? Majin, speaking, I should say. I beg your pardon. Speaking 125. Majin, say hello.
How much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could Chucky wants to be your best friend?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Joe Show, say hello.
Oh.
Hello. That was the most non-plus hello. I love it. And finally, MLA, Gamer 4K, say hello.
Hey.
In the chat.
In the chat.
In the chat. Yeah.
More or less or other. Thank you for being here and for supporting us and keeping us company. Chris, you're the best. Bless you, mate. And MD as well. Thank you very much. And thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you soon. Peace out and God bless. Peace.